Hey, it's Miguel from Singing Tree Flutes. Here we are with a triple drone flute made of juniper in G minor with a walnut mouthpiece and walnut accents here. Our sound blocks also super detailed, awesome ebony carved eagle on the top here. And so we have 4 of these that we're going to be making. 3 are half finished. This one is complete and we're selling it as is. Has a little bit of Lichtenberg art as well. There's a little story behind that. This is the very first flute we ever experimented with Lichtenberg art. And so we just had these 4 flute blanks sitting around and I just said, go ahead and practice on that one. And so he burnt these Lichtenberg designs. They came out really nice. However, that was done before the flute was, it was just rough carved. So most of the Lichtenberg we sanded out just because of course we have to, you know, shape it, sand it, get a clean finish. So there's just a few little pieces left. There's a big deep one up here. It's really hard to see with the sound block, but there we go. Really cool looking. The other 3 flutes will not have Lichtenberg art. Of course, because they're semi-made to order, we can whip them out real quick. Before Christmas, we can get them done. But Lichtenberg art will, you know, at least 30 more days on top of that to put Lichtenberg art on it. However, your options for the 3 that we don't have made are any mid-range key in 432 or 440. That means, to be safe, let's call it G, F sharp, F. We can make it in any of those keys. They all have the walnut already as the accents. The juniper varies in color and grain pattern, of course. Super great. This wood is awesome. This wood is a very sustainable wood. So here in Oregon, there's a project going on in Eastern Oregon, like in the Bend area, Redmond and that area out there, to where they're trying to reestablish a more natural habitat, and there's loads of junipers that have been planted and have been overgrown and are sucking up all of the moisture in the ground, and it's already a high desert area. And so they are trying to reestablish a more natural habitat. What that means is they have to remove a lot of the juniper trees. And so in order to get the land to its more natural state, we are all of a sudden getting a large influx of juniper that we have available for building and projects like this. So super sustainable wood, super awesome aroma, very aromatic, super great sound quality. And so, okay, back to it. This one's in G. You can choose on the other 3, not only the keys that I mentioned, but you can also choose your totem. You can choose an eagle like this. I think we have 2 more of these left. We have 1 raven, so first come, first serve if anybody wants a detailed raven like this, and it's in a really neat position with its head up and its beak open. And we also can do the classic buffalo skull that we've done on other triple drone flutes. Those are variants that, you know, we can put on our website. So maybe you'll see this video on our website. Maybe we'll have sold them before then, because you know how business is these days for us. So there you have it. I'm going to play this one for you. This one is available and will be on our website if it doesn't get sold before we take photos. And all of the made to order ones can be finished before Christmas. I don't know if I said that yet, but they can be finished before Christmas unless you add Lichtenberg art to it, which costs extra and also takes an extra 30 days at least on top of it. Okay, I'll play this awesome one. The features on this have the new features, and the new features are this tiny little hole. So instead of having the cross finger like this, you lift this up and play it just like you would a Native American style flute. However, this hand is over here, right? Typically on a triple drone, you're playing like this. And so when you go to cross finger that note, it's just muscle memory that this should happen when you play this note. But making it like this, rather than having to go like this and reaching over to the center, now when you lift this note, you have about 2 to 3 more kind of minor chords that you can get with this hole being made this way instead of it being its normal size where you cross finger over here. You can try to see what I mean by listening when I'm playing. I'll lift that up and you'll see me move these fingers here, and you'll get some really sweet minor chords. Also, I've been tuning these sharper than I would on a single flute. The reason being is because when you're putting your breath pressure in and I'm playing the flute, with a single flute, I have much more air going through one barrel to get these notes in tune. This is really subtle. Most of you probably wouldn't even know this is a thing. But because I have 3 going all at one time, that means that the amount of air going through one chamber is less. That means that potentially those top 2 notes, when all of that air is getting dispersed between 3 chambers, is going to be a little flatter in pitch than it would be if it was a single flute. So I have, you know, my honed in ear after tuning flutes for 25 years has recognized that when I'm tuning in the shop and realizing, ooh, I have to tune these a little bit sharper in order for it to play really nice and clean and on pitch. Super clear sound quality coming out of these juniper flutes as well, and super aromatic. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous flute. You know where to find us, singingtreeflutes.com. Subscribe if you haven't already. Blessings in your holiday seasons. Blessings to your family. Good health and happiness to all of you. And I hope you enjoy. Real quick, without effects, because I know some of you like it that way. Do every one chamber, and then I'll do them all together, and then I'll play for you with some effects.